Mungu ibariki Tanzania, dumisha uhuru na umoja wake kwa waume na watoto. Mungu ibariki Tanzania na watu wake. Ibariki Tanzania, ibariki Tanzania, tubariki watoto wa Tanzania.
Hello, Tanzanian ordinary secondary education students. How are you, everybody who is watching this fantastic video? I'm very happy to have you today, and I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you into our very interesting moments of learning science and mathematics by actually using the power of the internet. And it's global, it's not limited with a physical meeting between the students and the teacher. So I'm very glad to welcome you into this fantastic and wonderful project, and I want to promise you that you'll enjoy and apply the technology in your learning process. My name is Olenjolain. I thank God who have given me a gift of teaching. I'm a physics teacher, chemistry teacher, computer science teacher, and also a mathematics teacher. So I would like to take this opportunity to welcome all the ordinary secondary school students in Tanzania, and also to welcome all the ordinary or middle secondary schools students worldwide into our fantastic moments of learning the beauty of physics. Physics is beautiful, and I want to tell you that you have to start loving it today. So let's take this opportunity to welcome everyone who is watching, whether you're a parent. I welcome all the parents, all the guardians, all the students, all the brothers and sisters. You're warmly welcome into this fantastic moment. Again, secondly, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you into our online ordinary secondary school that's called the Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School in square bracket MW Olenjolain. And we have a special official channel that's called Tanzania Online O-Level. Instead of ordinary, you write O-Level, SEC. Instead of secondary, you write SEC, then school, in bracket write Olenjolai, and then search it in YouTube. You will find our official YouTube channel where that we are teaching hundreds and hundreds of students specifically by using the syllabus of Tanzania, and also others who are enjoying our content globally. So I'm very happy to have you today in these online schools. The vision we have is actual to see that, or to train the students, or transform, or to teach our students how to combine the knowledge, wisdom, and the understanding of the Word of God with the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of mathematics and science in order to solve small-scale, real-life problems. That's the vision that we have in Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School. Then we have 4 departments in our online schools. We are providing our contents right now online by using the power of internet. You can access our contents at any time and anywhere. So we have 4 departments. The first department we call departments of physics. Dear students, in departments of physics, I'm teaching 4 subjects of ordinary secondary school or level. The first subject is called the physics form 1, physics form 2, physics form 3, and physics form 4. Also, we have the second departments in Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School in square bracket Olenjolai N, which is called Department of Mathematics. So in departments of mathematics, we are also teaching 4 subjects. The first subject is basic mathematics form 1, basic mathematics form 2, basic mathematics form 3, and basic mathematics form 4. Again, so we are preparing the contents later on, so we're teaching also additional mathematics from 1, additional mathematics from 2, additional mathematics from 3, and additional mathematics from 4. That is our future vision. Right now, we are not teaching additional mathematics, but later on we'll be teaching, so stay tuned. Also, we have a third department that's called the departments of chemistry. In departments of chemistry, we are teaching 4 subjects again. The first one is called the chemistry for Form 1, chemistry from 2, chemistry from 3, and chemistry from 4. Then we have the first wonderful and powerful and modern departments that called departments of computer science. Departments of what? Computer science. Remember that we had departments of physics science, departments of mathematics, departments of chemistry science, and also we have departments of computer science. This is the modern departments in our beautiful country that's called the Tanzania. In departments of computer science, we are also teaching 4 subjects. Computer science from 1, computer science from 2, computer science from 3, computer science from and computer science from 4. So, once you make a decision today to join and be our online series student, then that is what we are going to teach you step by step and consistently to make sure that we transform students from hating science and mathematics to loving science and mathematics and applying the skills transformed to them, or our skills are gained into the solutions of real life small scale problems. So that is actual that we would like to tell you and promise you. And so today we focus on departments physics. Today we are going to the pre-form 1. Hello, pre-form 1. How are you? Pre-form Form 1 and grade 8 for those who are actually doing Cambridge and the USA educational system. Remember that our main focus will be focusing teaching the beauty of physics, chemistry, mathematics, and the computer science by using the syllabus of United Republic of Tanzania. So the syllabus that we are using we are using the syllabus that's called the physics for ordinary secondary schools from 1 to Form 4 in Tanzania, prepared by Tanzania Institute of Education. So, however, that physics is universal. Any students, even students in India, can take, but the arrangements of the contents and the arrangements of our sessions will be following or guided by our national, and it's not only our national, it's the new syllabus which has been written and published in 2023, and it has been efficiently used to teach Form 1 since 2025 onwards. So we are very updated, our content is well updated. So one thing which I want to tell you that have a fresh mind and accept the contents that we are going to teach you. The subject is called the physics that we are going to teach you today, and we'll be teaching you chapter 4 that's called the density and relative density. Students say physics, say physics, say physics Form 1, and say density and relative density. Again, this is session 0. It's called General Introductions of Density and the Relative Density. Remember that the main focus of Tanzania online ordinary schools is actual to teach Tanzania ordinary secondary school students about the beauty of science and mathematics. So I'll be using 2 languages in order to simplify, because according to my research, more than 75 students in Tanzania who are studying Form 4 are of the students. So concerning about what are we writing everything on English or by using kusema kwamba kwa utafiti wangu wametokea katika shule za msingi zilizowafundisha hisabati na sayansi kwa lugha ya Kiswahili. Kwa hiyo manake tunapokuwa katika kidato cha kwanza, elimu ya kidato cha kwanza, wanapata mabadiliko ya kutoka kujifunza hisabati na sayansi kwa lugha ya Kiswahili kwenda kwenye lugha ya Kiingereza. Kwa hiyo bahati nzuri kwenye vipindi vyetu tunawalenga zaidi wanafunzi wa Kitanzania. Ni muda sasa wa Tanzania kujifunza uzuri wa sayansi na hisabati kwa kutumia mtandao wa internet, kama vile tunavyokuwa tunapata habari au taarifa habari kutoka kwenye Mwl, kama vile kupata labda taarifa habari au habari mbalimbali, tunavyoangalia video mbalimbali za vichekesho, muziki kwa kupitia mtandao wa internet. Sasa hivi Mungu ameniweka uweza kuweka au tunafikia ya internet. Kwa hiyo mimi ni mwalimu, pia ni mhandisi wa electronics na mawasiliano angani katika nchi hii, na liko kusudi kwa ajili ya mimi kuwa Mtanzania, na hapo au hilo kusudi ndio hili ambalo nalokuwa nakwenda kulifanya. So our sessions are very interactive. In case for more, we ask you to register into our online Tanzania online O-level Seki School on YouTube by just click the button subscribe, and then contacts you may call us or WhatsApp us through this number +255 759 74 53 31. The name is Olenjolain. So that's my phone number. You may access me normal call or SMS, normal SMS or WhatsApp. Kwa hiyo hakikisha unajisajili leo kwa mwanafunzi wa shule ya Tanzania Online O-level Seki School, shule ya sekondari ya Tanzania Online, na unachotakiwa kufanya kwenye video unayoiangalia hivi sasa, bonyeza kitufe cha subscribe, kitabadilika na kuandika subscribe. Hapo tayari umeshajisajili, utakuwa unapata taarifa punde tunapoweka video mpya, na kila wiki tunaweka angalau video moja. Kwa hiyo hakikisha unakaa pale, unaandika, unakuwa serious. Well, so I think that let us move on, or let us just start our sessions. I'll give you more introductions, informations in other sessions ahead. Kwa naomba sasa tuende tukaanze kipindi chetu. Mimi naitwa Mwl Olenjolain. Wewe unaitwa nani? Utuambie kwenye comments. Ask questions in the comment sections or in the chat on this video. Are you ready to learn physics? Uko tayari kujifunza physics? Kama uko tayari, take your exercise book, take your pencil, take your ruler, take your sharpener, and take your rubber. Let us go to the business. This is the reference book that we are going to use. I will mention it soon, and then let us go to the business. Kwa hiyo leo kipindi chetu cha sifuri ni utangulizi wa jumla kuhusiana na mada ya 4 inaitwa density na relative density. I'll be using the trick of asking students to pronounce what I'm pronouncing to them. Kwa nitatumia mbinu ya wanafunzi kusema kile ninachokisema, kwa sababu kisema unaandika kwenye ubongo. Once you pronounce these terminologies, you'll be writing and you'll never forget them for the rest of your life. It's better to transform what you've written on the exercise book into your mind. Ni vizuri kuhakikisha unachukua kile ulichokiandika kwenye daftari na kuandika katika ubongo wako. Are you ready to learn physics? Uko tayari kujifunza physics? Let us go to the business. In general introductions of density and relative density, I'm going to teach you 3 main concepts. Katika utangulizi wa jumla, 4 main concepts. Katika utangulizi au katika kipindi hiki nitakufundisha vipengele muhimu 4, alafu tutakuwa tumemaliza kipindi. Alika wanafunzi wengine waweze kufurahia uzuri wa physics. Kipengele cha kwanza, the first concept. Refer, just right. Refer physics, open quotation, physics, refer physics syllabus, refer physics syllabus, refer physics syllabus for physics syllabus for ordinary, refer physics syllabus for ordinary secondary, for ordinary secondary schools. Refer physics syllabus for ordinary secondary schools from Form 1. This is the one of the very important reference book. Hiki ni kitabu cha rejea muhimu sana, Form 1 to Form 4 in Tanzania. In Tanzania by Tanzania Institute of Technology, Institute of Education. In short, this we call it TAI. So refer it from page 1 to page 9. Then this day our first reference in our general introductions of density and relative density. Kwa tukirejea kitabu tunaweza tukaona mambo yafuatayo. Then write this sentence. According to the physics syllabus book referred above. Referred above. The following are the main, say main competence. Main competence. Following are the main competence and the specific competences. Specific competences. Specific competence. Don't have this end. Specific competences. Competences. Main competences and specific competence. So underline the reasons to write these three words in uppercase. So competences for any what? For any chapter or topic of physics Form 1. That's just the focus on Form 1. So you refer in this book page number 1 to page number 9. So let me translate what I've written there, then I will explain to you. Rejea kitabu cha mtaala wa fizikia kwa shule za sekondari ya kati kidato cha kwanza mpaka cha 4 katika nchi ya Tanzania, iliandaliwa na Taasisi ya Elimu ya Tanzania, kwa kifupi TAYAI. Kulingana na kitabu hiki au kulingana na mtaala wa physics uliotajwa hapo juu, yafuatayo ni malengo au tunasema kwamba ujuzi mkubwa au ujuzi mkuu na ujuzi maalum kwa kila mada au mada ya somo la fizikia kidato cha kwanza. So listen, according to physics syllabus for ordinary secondary school from 1 to Form 4 by TAYAI, then there are 2 competences. The first one is called the main competences, and the second one is called the specific competences. We are going to see those competences. So another sentence we say that these main competence, the main competence and specific competences, these are common for any chapter or topic of physics Form 1. So you have the same main competences and same specific competences for all the 9 topics of physics Form 1. Kwa hiyo katika mtaala wa fizikia wa elimu ya sekondari ya ngazi ya kati kidato cha kwanza mpaka cha 4, tuna aina mbili ya ujuzi ambao mwanafunzi anatakiwa kupata katika mada yoyote au sura yoyote katika somo la fizikia. Ujuzi wa kwanza unaitwa ujuzi mkuu na ujuzi wa pili unaitwa ujuzi maalum. Sawa? Is it clear? In case you have a question, ask questions. Kama una maswali, uliza maswali kwenye chat, lakini pia uliza maswali kwenye comments hapo chini kwenye video unakuwa unaiangalia. Kama ni mara yako kuangalia, karibu sana. Mimi ni Olenjolain, ni Mtanzania, niko hapa kufundisha elimu ya sekondari ya kidato cha kwanza mpaka cha 4 kwa fundisha wa Tanzania wanaorudia, ambao wanaanza kusoma, wanaendelea kusoma na hali kadhalika. Kwa hakikisha unajisajili kwenye shule yetu, bonyeza kitufe cha subscribe ili uweze kupata taarifa punde tunapoachilia video mpya, na kila wiki tunaweka video moja. Remember that most teachers don't present these informations to students. But for me, it's very important because the physics syllabus for ordinary secondary education from 1 to Form 4, it's my guide. It's the one that gives me guide. So I have to let you know about what we are supposed to learn. So, bullet 1.1, then now let us learn main competence. Main competence. What are the main competence or main competence? Main competence main and the specific competence. Let me put them in table. Yes. Main and the specific competence. Main and the specific competence. Main and the specific competences. So in main and specific competences, manake ujuzi mkuu na ujuzi maalum. So this is the table that we have to draw. Here you're going to have main competence, main competence, and then here you're going to have its corresponding specific competence. Class A main competence and say specific competences. So let us form a table. The title of table of 2 columns and the number of rows. Okay, so the main competence, number 1, the main competence is specific competence of, because we are discussing about the density and relative density, so let us focus on it. Kwa sababu somo letu au mada tunayosoma inaitwa density na relative density, kwa tuangalie ujuzi ambao mwanafunzi atakiwa kupata kwenye hiyo mada baada ya kujifunza na kuikamilisha. Number 1, we say that apply the knowledge of physics in various contexts. The first main competence, the student should be able to apply the knowledge of physics. The knowledge of physics in various contexts. In various contexts. That's the first main competence. In this first main competence, what are its specific competence? This main competence of relative density and relative density are 3 specific competence. Ujuzi huu wa jumla una nini? Una ujuza maalum, una ujuzi maalum wa aina 3. So apply the knowledge of physics in various contexts. Manake namna kutumia maarifa, knowledge manake kwa Kiswahili maarifa. Namna apply ni kutumia, knowledge ni maarifa ya fizikia katika maeneo mbalimbali. Specific competence, the first specific competence. The student should be able to demonstrate mastery of basic concepts, mastery of basic concepts, mastery of basic concepts, theories, and principles. And principles of physics. That the first specific competence. Separating. Read. Apply the knowledge of physics in various contexts. Repeat. Then read this one. Separating. Demonstrate mastery of basic concepts. Demonstrate mastery of theories. Demonstrate mastery of principles of physics. So this specific competence has three specific competences. The first one, demonstrate mastery of basic concepts of physics. The second one, demonstrate mastery of theories of physics. The third one, demonstrate mastery of principles of physics. So you have 4. There are 3. Kwa mwanafunzi anatakiwa kuonyesha kumudu na kuwa na ujuzi wa kujitosheleza katika vipengele muhimu au vya msingi vya somo la fizikia, lakini pia katika nadharia, theories, nadharia za fizikia, na katika kanuni za physics. Is it clear? Number 2. The specific competence number 2. The student should be able to demonstrate. The student should be able to demonstrate mastery of basic. Mastery of basic. Demonstrate mastery of basic terminology, not basic experiment. The student must be able to demonstrate mastery of basic terminologies, measurements, and symbols. Symbols of physics. When a student complete the first main competence of density and relative density, a student should be able to apply the knowledge of physics in various contexts. One of the specific competence. Demonstrate the mastery of basic terminology. A student should be able also to demonstrate mastery of measurements, and the student should be able to demonstrate mastery of symbols of physics. Those are the 3 specific competencies. Kwa hapa kwenye ujuzi maalum, kumbuka kwamba kwenye lengo kuu au ujuzi mkuu lazima mwanafunzi awe na uwezo wa kuweza kutumia maarifa ya somo la fizikia katika maeneo mbalimbali. Na hapa katika lengo maalum tunasema kwamba mwanafunzi lazima aonyeshe uwezo wa kumudu au wa kubobea katika misamiati ya msingi ya somo la fizikia, katika vipimo na vipimio vya somo la physics, na alama katika somo la fizikia. So remember, demonstrate ni kuonyesha, mastery ni kumudu au kubobea, basic msingi, terminologies manake misamiati au maneno au tunasema mkusanyiko wa jumbe, measurements vipimo, symbols alama. Is it clear? Say specific competence. A student should be able to use what? Mathematics. Should be able to use mathematics. Lazima uweze kutumia mathematics au hesabu to explain what? To explain physical principle. to explain physical principles and phenomena. And phenomena. This is the said specific competence. Operating, let us read, let us reinforce the understanding into our brain. 1, 2, 3, read. Demonstrate mastery of basic terminologies, measurements, and symbols of physics. Read it again. Read it again. Thank you. Then they said specific competence. A student should be able to use mathematics to explain physical principles and phenomena. Mwanafunzi lazima awe na uwezo wa kutumia mbinu mbalimbali alizojifunza kwenye somo la hisabati kwa ajili ya kuelezea kanuni mbalimbali za somo la fizikia na mazingira tofauti tofauti katika somo la fizikia. Is it clear? Kwa hiyo tafsiri yake. Kwa unatumiaje hesabu katika physics? Nataka kuambia kwamba hesabu inatumika sana katika physics. How do you apply mathematics in physics? This is the one of the competences that will actually ask you to have an answer of that question. This is the end of the first main competence. Hiyo ndo mwisho ya lengo au ujuzi mkuu unaotakiwa. Then now let us dive into the second main competence. Ujuzi mkuu ambao pia mwanafunzi anatakiwa kuupata baada ya kumaliza mada ya density na relative density. Conducting. A student should be able to conduct experiments in physics. Mwanafunzi lazima awe na uwezo wa kufanya majaribio ya kifizikia. Separating the main competence, the second main competence of density and relative density or any physics chapter in physics form 1 is a student should be able to conduct experiments in physics. Lazima mwanafunzi awe na uwezo wa kufanya majaribio katika somo la fizikia. What are corresponding specific competences? There are only two. Number 1, to achieve these main competences, a student should be able to demonstrate mastery of basic. Lazima mwanafunzi aonyeshe manake kubobea mastery of basic experimental skill. Experimental skills in physics. Separating, let us read. Conduct experiments in physics. Soma. Conduct experiments in physics. Tena. Kufanya majaribio ya kifizikia. Specific competence. Let us read first to reinforce the sentence into our mind. Demonstrate mastery of basics experimental skills in physics. Demonstrate mastery of basic experimental skills in physics. Repeat it. Nice. Thank you. Congratulations. You are a future physicist and engineer. Kwa hiyo kwa Kiswahili ni kwamba sentensi hii lazima mwanafunzi aweze kuonyesha ubobevu wake katika majaribio ya msingi na ujuzi wa somo la fizikia. Narudia tena. Demonstrate ni kuonyesha. Na demonstrate mastery. Mwanafunzi lazima aonyeshe ubobezi wake wa majaribio ya msingi na ujuzi wa somo la fizikia. Do you enjoy it? Do you understand physics? Do you understand the general introductions of density and relative density? Do you understand about the main competencies and specific competencies? Let me know in the chat that, sir, I understand, and say understanding is coming, understanding is coming. Physics is a beautiful subject. It's very interesting. Physics is neither a difficult subject nor a simple subject. The second, specific competence. A student should be able to demonstrate mastery of data analysis. Say data analysis. Students should be able to demonstrate mastery of data analysis, presentation, and the report writing. Report writing in physics. Stop writing for a moment. Make sure to write everything. Write everything on the exercise book and write everything that I'm going to teach you in your mind, right? In your memory. Let us read. 1, 2, 3. Demonstrate mastery of data analysis, presentation, and the report writing in physics. Lazima mwanafunzi, repeat it, read, 1, 2, 3, go. Beautiful. Tafsiri yake kwa lugha ya Kiswahili. Mwanafunzi ili kufikia lengo kuu au ujuzi mkuu, lazima mwanafunzi awe na uwezo wa kuonyesha, demonstrate, kuonyesha, kumbuka, ubobezi, mastery, to master, wa uchambuzi wa taarifa, and data analysis ni uchambuzi wa taarifa, uwasilishaji wa taarifa, data presentation ni uwasilishaji wa taarifa, na uandishi wa taarifa au wa ripoti, uandishi wa ripoti za fizikia. Kwa lazima ukishamaliza mada ya density na relative density, unatakiwa kuwa na uwezo wa kuonyesha ubobezi wako wa kuchambua data za density na relative density, wa kuchambua uwasilishaji wa taarifa za density na relative density, na pia wa kuandika ripoti inayohusu density na relative density. These are the two specific competences in the second main competences. Do you understand? This is the guide, this is the way. So this is our guide. This is what we have to seek for. This is what we have to look for. One thing I like in the new physics syllabus for secondary schools, from 1 to Form 4 in Tanzania, is it's a welcome and wonderful syllabus that accommodate theories, simulations in physics, and experiments. Very nice, very interesting. Remember that the other syllabuses or the previous syllabuses really involve the theories and the experiments, but not in great extent like this new one. Okay? Do you have any question about the first main competence? Do you have any question about the any of these three specific main competence in relation to the main competence? Do you have any question about the second main competence? Do you have any question about either of these two specific competences? In case you have a question, please ask it in the chat of this video when it's going live. And again, in case that you have a questions, if you're watching this video offline, when the video has already video is well uploaded, then you have to write your questions or ask your questions in the comment section. Right? Invite your friends. So then let us continue with competence number 3. Main competence number 3. The main competence number 3, at the end of this topic of density and relative density, a student should be able to evaluate and use. Evaluate and use. Use what? Information in physics. Evaluate and use information in physics. Kwa mwanafunzi anatakiwa, oh, I forgot. Sorry. Nimeandika mpaka nimepitiliza kwenye main, kwenye specific competence. Remember that this is column for main competence and this is the column for specific competence. So it's just continuations of this table. Then, what do you say? That is, evaluate and use information. Evaluate and use information in physics. Evaluate and use information in physics. Evaluate and use information in physics. Kwa mwanafunzi anatakiwa, so separating, let us read, reinforced understanding. Evaluate and use information in physics. Repeat it to yourself. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Nini maana yake hii sentence? So you as a student should be able to evaluate information about density and relative density. As students, you are supposed to know how to use information about density and relative density. Kwa mwanafunzi lazima ujue namna gani ya kuchambua. Namna gani ya kuchambua taarifa za fizikia na namna gani ya pia kutumia taarifa za fizikia. What its corresponding specific competence? There are only 2. Number 1 is collect, describe, and relate physical data. So collect, describe, and relate physical data. Separating, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Collect, describe, and relate physical data. Remember that our main goal in any session is to help our students to understand, to comprehend, to enjoy, to apply, and to like and love physics. Collect, describe, and relate physical data. Repeat again. Collect, describe, and relate physical data. Let us translate in Swahili. Nini maana yake? Collect, kukusanya. You may have a pencil and write the translations of the words on top of them. Collect ni kukusanya. Describe ni kuelezea kwa kifupi. Relate ni kuhusianisha. Physical nini? Data. Manake taarifa za kifizikia au za physics. Number 2, is it clear? The second is specific competence. The students should be able to carry out a project A student should be able to carry out a project in physics. Wonderful. This is the very important specific competence. A student should be able to carry out a project in physics. Mwanafunzi atakapomaliza somo la fizikia form 1, lazima mwanafunzi na uwezo wa kufanya carry out. Let us reinforce the understanding. Kufanya nini? Kufanya utafiti mdogo kwenye somo la fizikia. Carry out, kufanya a project, utafiti mdogo in physics, katika fizikia. Let us reinforce. 1, 2, 3, go. Carry out a project in physics. Carry out a project in physics. Is it clear? Okay. So if it's clear, that is all about three main competencies of any topic in physics form 1. And also that is all about how many? 7 specific competencies of any topic in physics form 1. And these we have also 3 main competencies in density and relative density. Also we have 7 specific competencies that the students has to achieve at the end of density and relative density. Hii ndo taarifa na uwazi halisi ambao tumeambiwa na taasisi ya elimu ya Tanzania, kwamba mwanafunzi atakapokuwa amemaliza mada yoyote katika somo la fizikia kidato cha kwanza, anatakiwa afikie malengo haya makuu na malengo haya madogo madogo katika hiyo mada na katika somo zima la fizikia form 1. Did you understand? Umeelewa? Umeelewa? Niambie kwenye chat au kwenye comments hapo, nataka kusikia kutoka kwako kwamba mwalimu nimeelewa, mwalimu nimeelewa, asante Mungu, asante Mungu, mwalimu nimeelewa, asante mwalimu. Tell us in chat or in the comments in this YouTube video, and then tell us whether you understand. Okay sir, thank you, we have understood, thank God, I've understood, I've comprehended right now, I've begun to love physics, I will enjoy physics, I will be an engineer, I will be a medical doctor, and etc. etc. Wonderful. That's all about, that is number 1, about main competencies and the specific competence. So number 2, what are we supposed to learn in general introductions of density and relative density? Kipengele cha pili ambacho tunatakiwa tujifunze bado hapo baada ya kujifunza main competencies na specific competencies. So this will be 122. In addition to main competencies and specific competencies, students also should know the learning activities of each topic in physics form 1. Kwa kuongezea ujuzi mkuu na ujuzi au ujuzi maalum, mwanafunzi pia anatakiwa kujua kazi anazotakiwa kufanya ili aweze kufanikiwa kujifunza hiyo mada au sura katika somo la fizikia. Is it clear? So 1.2 that now we call them learning activities. Say learning activities. Plus say learning activities. Plus say learning activities. So learning activities of what? Of the first topic. Learning activities of density. Kazi za kujifunza katika mada ya density and the relative density. Kazi za kujifunza katika mada ya density na mada ya relative density. Kiswahili cha density sijakijua bado, Kiswahili cha density vizuri na relative density, kwa natumia tu maneno haya ya Kiingereza. So 1, 2, 3, let us read the second part. Learning activities of density and the relative density. Kazi za kujifunzia mada ya 4 ya somo la fizikia ya density na pamoja na relative density. According to physics syllabus, as the book that we've mentioned, physics syllabus for ordinary secondary schools, Form 1 to Form 4, there are 3 learning activities that the students has to complete in the topic of 40, in the topic of density and relative density. So refer the physics syllabus for, in short, or level secondary education. Form 1, Form 4. Form 1 to Form 4. Especially the new one of 2023. Not the old one. I've mentioned there are only 3 learning activities that a student has to meet them. So there are 3 learning activities that a student has to meet them after completing the topic of density and the relative density. Separating learning activities of density and relative density. Refer the physics syllabus for all level secondary education, Form 1 to Form 4, 2023, the new syllabus. There are only 3 learning activities. How many learning activities? 3 learning activities that the students has to meet. After what? After completing, baada ya kumaliza mada ya density na relative density. So in Swahili, rejea kitabu cha mtaala wa somo la fizikia kwa elimu ya sekondari ya ngazi ya kati kidato cha kwanza mpaka cha 4 ya mwaka 2023 au mtaala mpya kwa miaka 2025 bado ni mtaala mpya, 26 bado ni mpya, 27 ni mpya, 28 ni mpya, some of Form 4 watakuwa ndo wa kwanza. Kuna kazi 3 ambazo unatakiwa uzitumie katika kujifunza na kuelewa mada ya density na relative density. Kumbuka hii mimi nimenakili kutoka kwenye kitabu cha mtaala wa somo la fizikia elimu ya sekondari kidato cha kwanza mpaka cha 4. So this is just quotation. These are not my words. They are not originating my mind. These have been discussed and intensive questionnaires and whatever, and intensive data have been collected and analyzed, and finally we teachers have been given this guidance. I know that many teachers don't share these truths to students because of different reasons, but for me, as God's servant, these informations are very important to every student in Form 1, because it will take you out from blindness to So call or WhatsApp. So that I won't write it. What are those learning activities? Je, hizo kazi ambazo natakiwa tuzitumie. You'll find them in page. You find them in page from page 13. If you have the syllabus, check page 13 to 22. So I'll be caught. The first learning activity, it's Roman A. The student should be able to explain the concept and principles and principles related to force, related to density, related to force, related to pressure, related to linear motion, related to work, related to energy, and the power. Okay? Stop writing. Let us read. Explain the concepts. Let us read together. Concepts and the principles related to force, density, force twice. Force should be only once. Pressure, linear motion, work, energy, and power. Okay, so it means the students should be able to explain concepts and principles related to force, density, pressure, linear motion, work, energy, and power. Kwa mwanafunzi lazima awe na uwezo wa kuelezea wazo linalohusiana na kani, linalohusiana na density, linalohusiana na pressure, linalohusiana na mwendo kasi wa mstari ulionyooka, unahusiana na kazi, unahusiana na nishati, unahusiana na nini? Na nishati pia. Kwa students must be able to explain the concepts and principles. Kwa hiyo maana yake ukiangalia hapa lazima ujue concepts of force, concepts of density, concepts of pressure, concepts of linear motion, concepts of work, concepts of energy, and concepts of what? Of power. That is what we have to say. Okay. So the second learning activity is the first. Online students, hi. The second learning activity. Second learning activity is found in physics syllabus for ordinary secondary school, Roman A. Conduct Students should be able to conduct experiments. Students should be able to conduct experiments related to linear motion, related to force, related to density, related to pressure, related to work, related to energy, related to power. And mechanical properties of matter. Conduct experiments related to linear motion. Force, density, pressure, work, energy, power, and mechanical properties of matters. 1, 2, 3, let us read. Conduct experiments related to linear motion. Conduct experiments related to force. Conduct experiments related to density. Conduct experiment related to pressure. Conduct experiments related to work, related to energy, power, and mechanical properties of matters. That is the second learning activity. Said learning activity. Conduct and conduct and analyze data. Conduct and analyze data. Collect, not conduct. Collect. Various physical quantities. Various physical quantities such as density, pressure, So physical quantities, density, pressure, and force. Various physical quantities, density, pressure, and force. This is our third specific competence. Let us read 1, 2, 3. Collect and analyze data to explain various physical quantities. Open bracket, density, pressure, and force. To do what? To collect and analyze data to explain various physical quantities such as density, pressure, and force. Very important. So this is 3 learning activities. So why do we consider, or how do we take into consideration into these 3 learning activities while there is no what? Something is missing. Conduct experiments related to linear motion, force. So do you see? We are learning about what? The name of our topic is called what? It's called the density. This one. That's why we consider that learning activity. Then in second conduct experiments related to that density. But again, from the third main competence, we see the word what? Density. Say density. So that's why we consider them, because here is talking about density, talking about density, talking about density. Are we together? Is it clear? Write down. Kwa hiyo ni kukusanya na kuchambua. Sikiliza tafsiri yake kwa Kiswahili. Kukusanya na kuchambua taarifa kwa kuelezea na kuelezea pia, au kwamba kuhusika na physical quantities. Density unaiona pia, ndio maana tumeiweka hapo. Do you understand? Please copy. Hurry up, please. Copy. Okay, now this is wonderful. Now let us discuss about key concept number 2, which is called the physics for secondary schools, Form 1. This is the second concept that we like to do, the general introduction. Physics for secondary school, Form 1 by Tanzania Institute of Education. Okay, so then sasa hivi tuangalie kipengele cha jumla au utangulizi wa jumla wa mada hii ya density na relative density. And our main focus, we just want to confirm from this book. This book is called the Physics for Secondary Schools, Students Book, Form 1. This is a very important reference textbook that I'm going to use, or I'm using to teach students, and it has been recommended by Tanzania Institute of Education. This one, Tanzania Institute of Education, And you see, this is the rocket that actual rocket being fired out to the space, or to carry something, or to go to the space. So it's a very wonderful book. Make sure to have it as one of your reference textbook. I recommend every student to have this physics book for Form 1 by Tanzania Institute of Education. So you want to refer it, and we'd like just to know that what does it tell us about the topics. This is the table of contents. You see, chapter 1 is called what? Introduction to Physics. Chapter 2 is called what? Measurement. Chapter 4 called what? Introduction to Force. Chapter 4 is called what? Density and relative density. Chapter 5 is called what? Sinking and floating. Chapter 6 is called what? Mechanical properties of matter, as they mentioned in specific competence. The 7th topic is called what? Pressure. The 8th topic is called what? Linear motion. The 9th topic is called what? Work, energy, and power. So it has been changed is just the additional of linear motion. Wonderful and powerful. So he said that according to physics textbook mentioned above, there are 9 topics of physics Form 1. And within those 9 topics of physics Form 1, I will mention, and we'll see that density and relative density is topic number 4 or topic number what? Kwa hiyo rejea, so let us read. According to physics textbook mentioned above, there are 9 topics of physics Form 1, and density and relative density is the first topic or chapter. So 9 topics of physics Form 1. Let try mention. The first topic is called what? Repeat according to that book, recommended the reference book. Number 1, the first topic is called what? Let us repeat this several times so that we may write this information to our mind. Say introduction to physics. Again, say introduction to physics. Utangulizi wa fizikia. The second topic is called what? Class is called the measurement. So you may write that measurement. So measurement means utangulizi. Remember that this in Swahili is utangulizi of physics. Measurements in Swahili means what? Vipimo. Vipimo na vipimio. Sasa vipimo. Measurements. The third topic, mada ya tatu, is called introduction to force. Utangulizi wa kani. Introduction to what? Class to force. Students stop writing. Say introduction to physics. Say introduction measurement. Say introduction to force. Then the first topic is our favorite topic that we are going to discuss. It's called the density and the relative density. So density and relative density. Density and what? Relative density. This is our first topic. Then number 5. The fifth topic is called the sinking and the floating. Kuzama na kuelea. Sinking and floating. Say it. Say density and relative density. Say sinking and the floating. Kuzama na kuelea. Kuzama na kuelea. Kuzama na kuelea. Introduction to force. Kumbuka hii kwa Kiswahili inaitwa kani. Floating, kuelea, sinking, kuzama. Number 6. The sixth topic is called the mechanical properties Mechanical properties of matter. Mechanical properties of matter. Hii ndo mada ya 6. Mada ya kwanza utangulizi wa physics, mada ya pili vipimo, mada ya 3 utangulizi wa kani, mada ya 4 ni density na relative density, mada ya 5 ni kuzama na kuelea, mada ya 6 the 6th topic is called mechanical properties of matter. What are the mechanical properties? Because matters have chemical properties, has physical properties. So we discuss about mechanical properties of matter. Na itasema ni tabia za mada za kimakenikali. The 7th topic is always pressure, even in all the syllabus. Mada ya 7 ni pressure. And the 8th topic, instead of being light has been shifted to form 2. This is called the linear motion. In previous syllabus, linear motion was the 6th topic in physics. Kwenye mtaala uliopita, mwendo kasi wa mstari ulionyoka ilikuwaga ni mada ya 6 kwenye fizikia kidato cha pili. Number 9, the last topic, is always called the work, energy and power. Kazi, nishati na nguvu. So these are the 9th topic, and this is what we are going to discuss. Kwa hii ndio mada yetu ya 4 na ndicho tutakachokwenda kujifunza. Say pressure. Pressure manake ni mgandamizo. So pressure, ile pressure ni mgandamizo. Pressure hapa physics manake ni mgandamizo. Linear motion, mwendo kasi katika mstari ulionyoka. Kwa mfano, ninavyotembea kutoka hapa mpaka hapa, nimetembea mstari ulionyoka. Kwa hiyo inaitwa linear motion. So linear motion is a motion in the straight line. We'll be discussing about that later on. Then have work, energy and power. Kazi, nishati, au kazi, nishati, nguvu. Do you understand? Do you understand? Let me know in the chat or in the comment section. Okay, again we still have another important concept, which will be concept number 3. We have to know, or I have to introduce to you generally about the subtopics of density and relative density. So this is number 3, subtopics of density. Vipengele vidogo vya mada ya density na relative density. You should not be bored that we won't do, we'll be discuss about this every time. No, this is a foundation. We'll be solving more than 10 questions of density and relative density from various references, including physics for secondary schools from one book by Tanzania Institute of Education, including past paper of MOCO Form 2, Pre-MOCO Form 2, TAHOSA Form 1, pre-national exams and national Form 2. We'll be solving questions about density and relative density. So subtopics of density and relative density according to this book. So again we say that refer the physics book for secondary education by type. There are only 2 subtopics of density. For instance, in the second session, which is session 1, we'll be start solving problems. So you have a lot to learn. Stay tuned. Density and the relative density. Density and relative density. The first subtopic is called the density. Density of substance. Density of a substance. Density of a substance. Rejea kitabu cha fizikia kwa ajili ya elimu ya sekondari kilichoandaliwa na Taasisi ya Elimu Tanzania. Kuna vipengele vikubwa viwili vya mada ya density na relative density. Number one is called what? Density of a substance. Say density of substance. Manake density ya kitu. The second subtopic is called the relative density. Relative density of a substance. Kwa hiyo hicho ndio kipengele cha pili cha relative density ya kitu. Kwa hiyo tuna vimada vidogo viwili, density ya kitu na relative density ya kitu. Is it clear? Umeelewa? Then the first concept art, which will be the last one we have to discuss. Let us discuss or present to you, ladies and gentlemen, the contents. What are the contents or concepts of density and relative density? Contents or concepts of density and relative density. Contents or concepts of density and relative density. So according, again, you have to refer a formal book according to a physics syllabus for ordinary secondary school or level, Form 1 to Form 4 by type. Each topic each subtopic is broken down. Each subtopic is broken down into small contents, is broken down into small contents or concepts. Contents or what? Or concepts. Into small concepts, contents or what? Or concepts. For all level, from 1 to Form 4, by TAYAI, each subtopic is broken down into small contents or what? Or concepts. So now the contents what are we going to cover in the next sessions? From session 1 possibly to session 10. What are we going to learn? So I've broken the concepts of density and relative density into smaller contents or concepts. Kwa naweza tukachukua kimada au mada ndogo tukaivunja ikawa mada ndogo ndogo zaidi, na ndizo tunazoziita concept au tunaziita nini? Contents yaliyomo. So the following are the subtopics, now are the contents of density and relative density. So the following are the contents of density and relative density. The first one, we are going to give you introduction of density. Say introduction of density. Again, say introduction of density. Number two, we are going to teach you about density of solids. Then number three, reductions of density, density of solids, density of liquids, density of liquids, or determinations of density of liquids. Then number four, density of granule, determination of density of liquid relative density. So I forgot this is number three. Kwenye masaisho, this is number four. And here we are going to have so introductions of density. Then the second concept is the concept of density. So number one, introductions of density. The second contents or concept that we are going to discuss, the concept of physics. Say the concepts of physics. Then after that, we'll be discussing about density of solids, density ya yabisi, density of liquids, density ya vimiminika, hivyo. Number five. Then again, after that, number five, or number six, for number six there, the relative density. The relative density of a substance. Determination of relative density. Dear students, take this into account. Determination of relative density of what? Determination of relative density of what? Of a substance. No, of a solid. Determinations of relative density of what? Of the liquid. Determine or determination of what? Of relative density. Relative density Terminations of relative density of liquid. Terminations of relative density of what? Of liquids. And this is a termination of relative density of a solid. Number 8 is application of the concept of density and relative density in everyday life. Matumizi ya density na relative density katika maisha ya kila siku. The application or applications of the concept of density and relative density. Of density, relative density. So the applications of concepts of density and relative density in daily life. Daily human life. Number 9. Then chapter summary and the revision exercise. Chapter summary chapter 4 summary and revision exercise 4. And revision exercise 4. Number 10. Past papers questions from mock, from NECT, etc., etc. So, ladies and gentlemen, or our dear students, this is the 10 subtopics that we are going to discuss in topic of density and relative density. So the first subtopic is called introduction of density. Say introduction of density. Again, say density of salts. Density of salts. Then say density of liquids. The concept of density. The relative density of the substance. Determinations of relative density of a liquid. Determinations of relative density of the liquids. The applications of the concepts of density and relative density in daily life. What are the applications of density and relative density in daily human life? Then number 9, chapter summary, chapter 4, which is density and relative density, summary, and revision exercise 4. So an exercise to review, just to practice. There's a number of questions in this section of exercise, revision exercise. It's called revision exercise 4. So is it clear, our dear students? Is it clear? Do you have any question about what we've been discussing? Please don't hesitate to ask in the chat, and also don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. Well, this is Olenjolain, gentleman from a beautiful country that's called Tanzania. I would like to say that this is the end of our today's session. That's session 0, general introductions of density and relative density. I believe that our students, now you know, or you wrote something important in your mind about density and relative density. Isn't it? Let me know that if you have succeeded or you didn't manage. So that is all about what you have on the blackboard. So do you have any question to ask me about what you have taught? Tell us. Do you have it? So ladies and gentlemen, if there's no any question, I would like to take this opportunity to thank firstly God Almighty, who have given me a chance to stand before you and teach you. Secondly, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you and appreciate you for the great thing that you've done in this place. So, this is the end of session 0. I invite you into the next session, which should be session 1, where I will teach you about introductions of what? Introductions of density. Introduction of density and relative density. So that's the very interesting moment. So dear students, this is the end of first sessions of density and relative density. I would like to ask you that to review and rewatch this video several times in such a way that everything I've written on the blackboard, it may come from your brains or your memory. So I would like to thank you. Thank you very much for coming and for joining us. Just a quick reminder, we have our online school that's called Tanzania Online O-Level Seki, 3 letters, Seki School, few letters, because of limitations of YouTube, but we are still there. So this is the great and awesome moment. So again, if you haven't registered yourself, well, you can register yourself right now. Just click the buttons of yes, in order to make sure that you get what you are looking for. Then after that, we ask you that about density of 40 of a substance. So thank you very much. Invite other students, enjoy, visit our density and relative density playlist so you can watch a number of videos. So did you understand? Did you understand? If you have understood, let me clap a hand for you. Wow. Thank you very much. Welcome into Tanzania Online O-Level Seki School. Make a decision today to be a serious student and make a follow-up of us and visit that channel for you in order to grasp the concept. So thank you very much. May God bless you. I hope to see you in session 1, where I will teach about the introduction and what? The introduction and the truth. So, our dear student, thank you very much. May God bless you. See you in the next session.